And good afternoon, meteorologist Jesse Kelly here live from Weather Center. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday. Want to give you an update on the latest on Tropical Storm Barry at 4 o'clock. Still looking at Tropical Storm right now with winds of 65 miles an hour. At 1 o'clock, advisories had winds of 70, so Barry is beginning to decrease as suspected as it's now working its way inland. And we're seeing movement right now out the north-northwest at 7 miles an hour. And here's a look at the track. Still taking Barry off towards the north and west. Will make its way towards probably Alexandria tonight, 50 mile an hour tropical storm, and then as it works its way towards the I-20 corridor, we'll see winds possibly as a tropical depression, winds 35 miles an hour, then really pick up speed as it works its way into Arkansas for the day for your Monday afternoon. So we'll see rain and thunderstorms will increase for us here into the Arklatex probably late tonight for the southern edge of the Arklatex, and we'll see mostly everyone else see showers and thunderstorms, especially east of Shreveport for the day on your Sunday, and some of those showers could be on the heavy side. Now we do have a marginal risk for the eastern edge of the Arklatex for your Sunday, where we could see a few spin-ups along the those outer bands working its way into the Arklatex for your Sunday, so we'll be watching that very carefully if we do see any spin-ups with possibly a tornado or two in those outer bands. But speaking of outer bands, we're starting to see some outer bands working its way into the Arklatex right now as we're beginning to moisten up the atmosphere. You've been hearing probably over the last couple of hours and even over the last day or so how there's been drier air over the northern parts of the system, but now we're starting to see the drier air beginning to decrease some, starting to see the air mass as a whole begin to moisten up some, so we're starting to see some scattered showers and thunderstorms here into the Arklatex. We can see, though, most of the heavy rain is well east of Tropical Storm Barry. So as long as we remain on the western side of the system, all the heavier rain should remain well off towards the east of us. So we won't be expecting that much rain from Barry. Again, we possibly could see possibly 1 to 2 inches here across Shreveport, Bossier, but higher amounts maybe between 2 to 4 inches across the eastern edge of the Arklatex. So Robinson Forecast shows again those scattered thunderstorms with those outer bands working its way into the area off and on for the rest of tonight, into the evening hours for your Saturday, also into your Sunday. We'll see probably the heavier rain make its way into the area late tonight into your Sunday morning to the afternoon, evening hours. You can see the heavier rain should be across the eastern edge of the Arklatex into Ruston, Monroe, even into Mississippi. And again, we need to watch those outer bands. We may see a spin-up or two across the eastern edge of the Arklatex, but again, everything will tend to track off towards the north and also off towards the east, and we'll see more scattered showers and thunderstorms for your Monday as everything begin to work its way off towards the north, and we'll see those rain chances begin to diminish also for your Tuesday as Barry begins to move away from the Arklatex. So again, we'll show you a few models just showing you rainfall amounts. This is our in-house model showing that we could possibly see about an inch or so, mainly across the eastern edge of the Arklatex, and quite a bit of a drop-off from Shreveport off towards the west. And the same thing can be said with this particular model here. The NAM model still showing you the same thing, where we can see possibly an inch or two here throughout most of the Arklatex from Shreveport off towards the east. But just to show you that as the track will probably pass to the east of Shreveport, so we'll see the heavier totals across the eastern edge of the Arklatex into the central and even the eastern areas of Louisiana. So we'll see a noticeable drop-off of rain from Shreveport off towards the west. That's where we see the heavier totals of rain from Shreveport off towards the east. We may see possibly 2 to 3 inches of rain from Minden, 2 to 4 inches across Natchitoches and Bienville parishes. So again, we're watching those areas very carefully as we see Barry continue to work its way into the area later on tonight to the day of your Sunday. Now we do have late wind advisories and also wind advisories throughout a good chunk of the Arklatex. So we could see wind gusts as high as maybe seeing 30, 35, even 40 miles an hour as Barry continues to work its way into the area. And just wind speeds over the next couple of hours, you can see those wind speeds. But tomorrow morning, you can see wind speeds across Natchitoches about 15, 21 mile an hour winds up towards Magnolia. And we could see gusts at times approaching 30 miles an hour. As you can see, everything will begin to work its way off towards the north. We'll see more of a southwest wind for your Monday as Barry continues to track off towards the north, beginning to fall apart, begin a weekend. So we'll see more of a southwest wind for your Monday and also for your Tuesday. So all in all, Barry continues to weaken. It should begin to work its way into our area later on tonight into the day on your Sunday, where we could see a few thunderstorms that are capable of producing some heavy rain out there. And it looks like right now the heavier totals will be east of Shreveport across the eastern edge of the Arklatex. And if we do see any severe weather, possibly see a few brief spin-ups with some of those outer bands again across the eastern edge of the Arklatex. But again, we'll give you a full outlook of your forecast coming up on NBC 6 at 6 o'clock. You use 7-day forecast in, and we'll give you another video update on the latest on Barry on ArklaTexHomepage.com at 7 p.m.